Good morning, students. Now I would like to start civics under our social. Lesson 1, Indian Constitution. In this lesson, we'll discuss about what is a constitution, why we need a constitution, and how it was framed. So you know it, constitution, it is a set of rules and regulation of the country. Constitution, it is the set of rules and regulations of the country, and it is the fundamental law of a country which reflects the fundamental principles on which the government of the country is based. So here fundamental principles on which the government of that country is based. Here our country, it is based on democracy. So under the democratic form of government, constitution is the basic principle we are ruling, and constitution is considered as a vehicle of a nation's progress. So if we want to achieve a progress for our country, we must frame a constitution, and it was originated in USA. So you know it, constitution comes from USA. Why we need a constitution? It is a fundamental nature of a society. So it is a fundamental nature of our society. That is, society filled with different people, different beliefs and different customs. To fulfill the needs of all people, we are following a constitution. Okay, to fulfill the needs of all people, we are following our constitution. The Constitution of India was framed by a Constituent Assembly under the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946, and it consists of 389 members. Its first meeting held on 9th December 1946, and they took temporary president as Sachidananda Sinha, and later he was died. Now they select Dr. Rajendra Prasad as a president of the assembly, and they consider H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamacharya were elected as the vice presidents of the assembly. So Dr. Sachidananda Sinha as a first president, and then later we have Dr. Rajendra Prasad as a president of the Constituent Assembly. The assembly met for 11 sessions along with 160 days of meetings. In that meeting, they discussed about various ideas, and they worked out and they presented and they accepted the principles regarding our constitution, and they started to draft the principle under the drafting committee, and now they select Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a drafting committee chairman. So he was considered as a father of our constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, father of our constitution, and he drafting means he wrote our constitution, and it was adopted on November 26, 1949, and this contains a preamble, 22 parts and 395 articles under 8 schedules. That is our constitution, and it contains a preamble, 22 parts, 395 articles and 8 schedules, and later it came into force on 26th January 1950. 26th January 1950. So that we are considering that day as our Republic Day. Constitution came into force on 26th January 1950. That is our Republic Day. Prem Behari Naren Razida. Prem Behari Naren Razida was a calligrapher of the Constitution. Calligrapher means one who wrote. Actually, it was written in an italic style in the early days. Prem Behari Naren wrote as in italics. He was called as a calligrapher of our Constitution. Next topic is salient features of our Indian Constitution. Regarding our Constitution, it is the lengthiest written constitutions of the world. It is the lengthiest. That means it consists of 395 articles. Actually, throughout the world countries, India is the only country where we have the lengthiest constitution and written, that is already mentioned the rules and regulations of the country. That's the meaning of written constitution. For example, consider the Arab countries, they are following unwritten constitution. The next one is we borrowed ideas from many countries like USA, UK, Russia, Japan, France and Ireland. So these ideas were brought from many countries and we frame our constitution. It establishes a federal system and parliamentary form of government. Under the federal system of government, it consists of executive, we have president and prime minister, legislature, that is our parliament, and judiciary, the Supreme Court. Executive, legislature and judiciary, all three consist of our federal system of government, and we are following a parliamentary form of government. It includes both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Under Lok Sabha, we are electing MPs through direct election, and Rajya Sabha members are elected by the state assembly. And it makes, the Indian constitution makes India as a secular country. Secularism, that is no particular religion for the country. India, there is no particular religion for the country. For example, consider USA. There we have Christians, Pakistan, Islamic people, and Sri Lanka, Buddhist people. But consider for India, we are following secularism. Then even though we are following a secularism, Hindus are considered as majority, and the other religious people like Christians, Islamic people, Buddhist people were considered as minorities. In that, the government is providing provisions for minorities, that is those come from other religious people. Government is providing reservation of opportunities for the minorities, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe peoples in government appointments. So regarding any government appointment, we have certain reservation based on our religion and caste. Then the constitution provides an independent judiciary. Independent judiciary, that is Supreme Court is the highest authority under the Chief Justice of India. So we want to obey the rules and regulation made by our constitution, and this constitution is guaranteed by our Supreme Court. Then single citizenship, we are providing, constitution provides single citizenship to the people, that is those who born in India were considered as the citizens of that particular country. The constitution introduced universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise, that is the right to vote at the age of 18 years without any discrimination of caste, religion, social status of the people. That is under our constitution, those who attain the age of 18 years, they have the right to vote. These are all the various principles of our constitution. The next topic is the preamble. Preamble, the term preamble refers to the introduction or preface to the constitution. It consists of ideals, objectives and basic principles of the constitution, that is preamble. It is an introduction or preface to the constitution. It has been described as a key to the constitution. That is, preamble is considered as a key to the constitution, and it is based on the objective resolution drafted by our Jawaharlal Nehru. It describes India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic country. These are the 5 important things: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Sovereignty, that is authority. Indians have the authority to rule the country. Socialism, that is making all are equal, the principles of equality. Then secularism, there is no particular religion for the government. Democratic government, that is people's government. We are framing our government through our direct elections. Then republic, because we made our separate constitution and we declare India as a republic country. Now you remember, after our independence, we got independence by 1947, but in between the 3 years we were ruled by the British Constitution, and later we framed our constitution and we implemented our constitution by 26th January 1950. That is our republic. So these are the 5 principles under our preamble of our constitution: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. And the same preamble, it guarantees liberty of thoughts, that is in individual have the liberty to express and liberty to believe and liberty to worship any religion as they like. Then equality of opportunity to every individual. And third one, fraternity among all Indians. Fraternity, making friendship among, treating equally of every people in the country. Liberty, equality, fraternity, these are guaranteed under our preamble of our constitution. Actually, these 3 words are generated from the French Revolution of France. Now we talk about the constitution, that is what are the introduction of our constitution. We talk about the drafting committee, and we talk about the salient features of our Indian constitution and preamble. I hope you understand the lesson, so you go through everything properly. Then next we'll continue in the next class. Thank you.